Greg, if you want to just say your name into the mic, and then we'll take questions from there.
Greg Ross.
How are you better this year than you were last year?
With me just knowing, what I went through last year, me just going into the off season knowing that, I needed to get better. So I took it into the off season, coming into the spring, just working every day. We're getting better technique, going to Coach Black, going to Coach Bateman, just to see what I can work on to get better to come out this season and have a great season.
Is there any one element of your game that has become consistent that wasn't, and it's why your game is at a higher level now?
Yeah, I felt as though last year, just how my press man wasn't too good, but working with Dre, one of the best, press man coaches in the nation, he has helped me tremendously with getting hands on receiver at the line, disrupting timing. So I feel that's the biggest thing, with me just being physical at the line and trusting my speed that, I can make a play.
Disrupting the route before it even happens, right?
Yes, sir.
How big was the South Carolina game, your success in that game, in terms of confidence and knowing you can lock down, play some good defense?
I mean, it was a great game for me, build momentum, build my confidence up, coming out first game of the season. They had a good receiver over there, number 89, so we had a great, game plan coming out, dialed up against them. And, when Trey Morrison got down, I stepped up to the plate, so it was my turn to, just step up to the plate. So I just trusted what I did throughout the spring. Coming in, I just trusted myself and believed in my technique, and I got the job done for my brothers.
Was it hard to play through some of that criticism you might have heard last year, and how did you overcome that and kind of put it away?
I mean, I really didn't worry too much about the criticism, but I knew, me just watching the games myself and, critiquing myself and listening to my coaches, that's what I went off, and I just took that, every day as momentum and, motivation just to come out and, let's get better. It's time to work. So it didn't really faze me too much.
How much are you guys looking forward to the challenge that will present itself this weekend going up against two big receivers? There's a lot of talk about the size differential with them and you guys or whatever. Two 2-0 teams. One of you guys going to come out 3-0. How much are you guys looking forward to this challenge that presents itself this week?
We're definitely looking forward, to this challenge. This is a in-state team. Like everyone said, you want to beat them in-state teams. So of course we got a lot of momentum. We're motivated to go out and step up to this challenge. They're a good team over there, very well sound, very disciplined team. So we got to come out, do our job, stay locked in, and we should come out on top.
What do you think about that size difference with their receivers and the corners that you guys have? I mean, is that something you guys think about at all?
I mean, not really, because every day, we going up against, we got Boca Rogers, a very good big receiver. So, working with him, getting our hands on him, that's definitely going to carry over into this game this week, going against them two big, receivers. But trusting in our technique, like I said, getting hands on, disrupting at the line, both pass rush will get there, so we should be good.
How has Patrice Renee made you a better corner?
I mean, me just coming in, with Patrice since a freshman, that was my roommate, so I seen him develop as a true freshman, playing. So that's my roommate, I talk to him, every day after the game. We talk about the game, we talk about our feet work together. And me just taking tips from him as how he developed as a great player, just playing the ball. He's a bigger corner. So me just taking tips from him and learning every day and practicing with him, it's helped me out a lot tremendously.
Yeah, what does it mean for you to kind of step in for him since he's out for the season?
I mean, I feel that's a big role, stepping in for him because, just with his situation, that's tough senior year. So I feel like it'll mean a lot for him. I mean, it would mean a lot to him for me to, step up and take over that role and, just get the job done and do what I got to do to help this team win.
What has stood out about what Coach Bateman does is maybe different from last year, and things that stood out about how he works with the corners and the defense as a whole?
The thing about him is, he puts his players in great situations. So, the best player is going to play. He like versatile type of guys. If you could play nickel, if you play nickel, safety, corner, that's very good. But basically, him just putting you in great situations, great ways to make plays, and I feel like that's helped a lot.
You're wearing number 10 now. Correct me if I'm wrong, is this the third number you've had since you got here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Was this you wanted to eventually get to number 10, or did switching the numbers maybe represent something else to you?
The funny thing is, when Bateman first came in, he saw that I had number 35, and I switched 2 times since I, done been here. He was like, "We just got to get you out of that number, man. That's not too good. That doesn't look too good." And just with me myself, I feel as though You know, I wanted to change my number, but it really wasn't that big of a deal. But I mean, they ended up changing me number 10, so you know, I'm just accepted with every number I got to wear. I'm gonna wear it.
Do you like 10? You like the way 10 looks, especially at corner? A
Yeah,
little bit better
yeah,
than
yeah.
35?
I feel like I got my swag back a little bit. So, you know, that's definitely helped. Yes, sir.
Thanks, Greg.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it.
If anyone